Hello and welcome to Crafting with Gina at Emil Creations. Today I'm taking part in a global issue vlog hop. Our theme this month is to case the catalogue. So I just wanted to show you, I've talked about it in a blog before, that this catalogue, annual catalogue, is just not a catalogue. It's a book full of ideas and suggestions of how to use your crafting products. So my theme, or my card that I'm going to copy and paste, is, and I'm not sure whether you can actually see it, is this particular one here. It's on page 68 and it's using the Simply Elegant suite. So this is my card, and as you can see, I put it side by side. It really is the same layout, the same stamps, just a different colour. And that's what we mean by case. So to interpret the word case, capital C-A-S-E, you can say that you can copy and share everything, or you can copy and selectively edit. So I have copied and selectively edited just by using a different colour scheme. So I'm going to show you how I've made this card today. Within the suite we have this punch, and it's quite an ornate punch, but I want to show you how I can make it elongated and using the stamps and the layout. So as I said, it's the Elegantly Said bundle, and within it we have a beautiful background stamp with this gorgeous little floral image, and then we've got stamps for nearly every occasion that we would wish to use for. So I'll just get on and I'll show you how I have made the card. So my base card is my Pool Party card, and it measures 10.5 centimeters by 29 centimeters. I did have a piece of paper with measurements on it, but anyway, so 29 centimeters by 10.5, and I've scored it at 14.5. Okay, so if you just take a bone folder and fold the card in half and give it a good crease. Okay, so my next layer, so this is my colour scheme, is Grey Granite and Pool Party with a little bit of Pear Pizzazz, which I'm using a marker for. So my next layer is the Grey Granite, and you'll need two of these because I've used one for the insert as well, like so. So my Grey Granite layer is 10 centimeters by 14 centimeters, and I'm just going to stick these two layers in, and then my desk becomes a little bit tidier. So I'm just adding a little bit of glue to the back of it, and add it like so. And I'll just do the one inside as well. I won't add the Whisper White layers just yet, as I want to do some stamping, and just in case I make any mistakes while I'm stamping. So that's the two layers done. Okay, so my Whisper White layers are, again, two of these, 9.5 centimeters by 13.5, and I'm going to go ahead and stamp these. Okay, so I will get the background stamp first of all, and I'm going to use Grey Granite, but I'm actually going to stamp off because I don't want it to be too strong an image in the background. I like it to be, when I'm using a stronger, darker colour, I like to stamp off first of all. So I'm just going to stamp off on my grid paper, and then I'm going to stamp onto my card like that, like so. And you see how much softer it still gives a detailed image, but it's just a little bit softer. And I'm going to stamp off again. Like so. Okay, so that's the background image done. I don't think I'm going to do anything more to that, so I could actually add that to my card. Like so. Because it's a matter of matting and layering, adding the detail now with the label punch, like so. Okay, now for my punch, I'm just going to take a piece of a piece of white scrap whisper white card, and I'm just going to punch out 2 pieces of the elegant tag. And I'm going to take this floral image, and how I added colours to this image is I used a dauber. Now just add a little bit of ink to your dauber, and then where your flowers are, just add a little bit of colour, daubing it on like so. Okay, so just on the leaf. And then if you take your marker with a thick brush tipped end and just colour in the stalks and the leaves with the pen, like so. This is how you can add different colours to any image. You could use markers completely, but it does sometimes, if your pens are a little bit wet, you can leave lines on it, and I just thought that the dauber leaves a more even tone. So now that I've applied the ink to that, and just in case it has dried a little bit, I'm just going to blow a little bit of, do a bit of huffing with it, just to moisten it again, and then I'm going to stamp the image onto my tag, like so. And that's how you get your two colours on it. So I'm just going to do it again for the second one. So I'm just going to daub it all on. My ink pad is quite wet, so you really don't need an awful lot of ink on your dauber. And then again, you can see I've sort of gone a little bit over there with my dauber. You can take it off with your finger or a piece of tissue. But some of this is actually going to be hidden. So you don't have to be too fussy with it. So there we go. I think I just need to put a little bit of ink on these little berries, such, or sprig there. And again, I'm just going to put this slightly differently so that you see the bottom end of it. They don't have to be exactly identical, because one is going to be upside, well, not upside down, but it's going to be at the bottom of it. So there we go. So that's how we have our image on our tag. Now, if I show you what how I'm going to arrange these. So I'm going to apply them with some dimensionals. And if you want to, I have tied a little bow around the top of this. You can do this before you attach it if you think it's going to be easier. I can do it now and try and attempt to tie a bow on camera. So that's my, and then I'll just be able to cut it off to size rather than cut. No. Put in a little bit. Twist some curves. I think I'm happy enough with that. Just get another pair of scissors and cut. I think I'll be a little bit more fussy about it whenever I get it onto the card. So I'm going to apply some dimensionals to the back of the piece at the bottom as well. Okay, take the backs off. And I'm just going to eyeball it. Roughly, I'm sort of centering, putting the base of the top one in the center. And then what you can do with the second one is you can cut these off just roughly with a pair of scissors, and then they're not going to overlap, and add a little bit of bulk to it. So I think I'm just going to put it there, okay, because we have this centerpiece now that's going to go across the center of it. I'm thinking that's a little bit uneven. I think that's better. So we're going to this little bit for the across the center of it is 9.5 centimeters by 3 centimeters, and I have a little piece of scalloped green that will go. I've just used the scallop die, stitch die that's out of the hand pen Stamp Suite, just to add a little bit of colour to the bottom of it. But I'll do that after I've stamped it. So my sentiment that I'm going to use with the grey granite ink is wishing you a wonderful birthday. The stamp set actually has wishing you a wonderful birthday, happy anniversary, thank you, for you, and true love stories last forever. So, and then there's a few little verses that we can have. This is a beautiful border here that's on that, but I haven't used it today. So, so it's quite a versatile stamp set. So I'm just going to add a little bit of ink to and stamp in the center with that, and it's not even. So do you know what? I'm just going to turn it over, and it's because I'm not holding it directly, or I'm not looking over it, but we'll go for it again, fingers crossed, like that. And I did it in blue. That's okay. That's all right, because I've moved the grey granite ink out of the way. So I want to use this small flower here for the side of, for the corners, just to add a little bit of, decoration to the centerpiece. So I'm just going to daub it a little bit, just a small flower, and add a little bit of greenery to the leaf, like so. Maybe that bit there. And this really is, I'm just sort of applying it to the corner, like that. There we go. And I'll do it again for the other side. Just to take a little bit of the plainness off the center of it. I'd rather do it that have a stamp upright. Yeah. Okay. So I'm going to add this little bit of green dye to it. So I'm going to take some tape, and I think I'll put it to the back of my card, like so. And I'm just literally going to apply it, and then I will cut it to size. So I'm just wanting a little bit of the scallop to show, and then I'm just going to take a pair of snips and I'm just going to cut up the side like that. Okay, so add some more dimensionals. And what I actually did was I'm going to put one on either side of my tag punched area. Remove all the backings and apply it to the center like that. So that's basically the card made, but I want to show you another trick while I'm here. I used some pearls to just fill in a little bit of it. If I just tidy up my desk a little bit. Okay. And you can either use Stampin' Right marker or you can use a blend. Either way, it covers up a plain pearl and it gives you the colour that you're looking for. So that's one that I've done earlier on. I think I'll just use, I'm using the brush tip end of the pearl and just colours it over in like that. And you do 2 or 3 that you want to use, like so. And then I'm just going to take and place them on. So I have a little bit of mark there on that side, so I'm just going to strategically place one on top of that little mark and put one up there. So as you can see, I have made a card, casing a card out of the catalogue. I'll just bring it back and show you, but it, because it's a different colour, it really doesn't resemble it very much at all. So we'll go back to the page, and that's my card that I've made today with you. So thank you for joining me today. I hope you will enjoy the rest of the vlog hop. I think we have got about 8 demonstrators from across the world taking part in this vlog hop today, and I hope you enjoy it. Thank you very much for joining me. Speak to you again soon. Bye bye.